Today you're going to learn something you're going to use for the rest of your time here at Kawai Hona. How to use Google Drive. Now y'all know what Google is, but Google Drive is a special thing you can use. It's incredible. I use it every day. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about it. And you're going to use it every time you come to the library from now on. Number one, make sure when you come you use the same iPad number every time you come. Your Google Drive will be saved to your name on your iPad. So you have to use the same number iPad. Number two, never ever touch anyone else's Google Drive account. People are trusting you, and I'm trusting you, to only touch what's yours. People work hard on their projects and hard in getting their information. And if you touch anyone else's Google Drive, you may erase what they've already done. Please, only touch your own Google Drive account. I'm trusting you. Okay, now that we've got that covered, here's what you're going to do. On your iPad, you're going to see an application that has a picture that looks like this. And underneath it, it says Google Drive. You're going to tap on that. Now don't worry, you don't need to remember all this. There's an anchor chart to help you remember everything I'm going to tell you. So you're going to open Google Drive, and it will bring you to a screen that looks something like this, or this. So it'll either say welcome to Google Drive, or it'll come to a screen that says this. Now you can see this is my drive. So my two accounts are linked to this drive because this is my iPad. Now it'll say right here, add another account. That is what you're going to tap on. When you add another account, you'll come to a screen that looks like this. Sign in with your Google account. Now you may already have a Google account from home, but you're going to use a Google account that we have for you for Kawai Hona. So at the front of the room, there's a sheet that looks just like this, and it has two things you're going to need. Your email address and your password. So what you're going to do, you're going to take a look, get your email address, and normally it's either your first initial. So for me, it would be K, because my name is Keolani, and then my last name, Alejado. So K Alejado, and it will be at kawaihonapcs.org. At kawaihonapcs.org. So everyone's ends with that. Some of you, though, have siblings that have the same name as you, so or same first initial. So it's either going to be your whole name, your whole first name, and then your last name. But your passwords are similar. They're Kawai Hona and a number. So your password is going to be capital K A W A I H O N A. Kawai Hona and then a number. And you can get your number, it's going to be 1 through 25 after with no spaces. And don't worry, we'll help you do this. So your username, your email address is your name at kawaihonapcs.org, and your password is kawaihona with a number. And you're going to tap that in right here. So all you need to do is click right here on email, excuse me, and it'll bring a screen up that looks like this. So you'll sign in, you'll put your email here, and then your password right here. Then click sign in. Once you sign in, it'll bring you to a screen that looks like this, and it says My Drive, and it has all my folders that I've created because this is my folder, my drive. So the first thing to notice is now remember this because you're going to have to do this in a few minutes on your own. Excuse me. Over here are all the different things you're going to use. Now this first one with the person, that's you. So if you click on that, it's going to bring up this screen. It says settings and has your email. You don't need to touch that. So don't click here. Secondly, this is your main drive, your drive. So that will have everything you save your items to. Then you'll have, see this second guy right here with the 3 people? The thing that's great about Google Drive is that you can share your documents with other people. So if you click on that, you'll get a screen that looks like, let me close this, that looks like this. And it's very similar, but it says shared with me. So if your friend creates a document, they can share it with you if you're working together, and you can work on it at the same time. Or if you share something with me, I can look at it. Okay, so that's this button right here. The next button you see is a star. So I'm going to show you that. And this just is any documents that you've starred. And we're not going to be using that for now, so don't worry about that. This one might be useful though. If you can't find your document, this time it's the recent document, which means recent documents, which means something you just used recently. So these are all the different things I've used recently. Then you have the thumbtack, which is just offline files, but we're not going to use the drive offline for now, so don't worry about that thumbtack. And then the upload button here. So if you have any documents that you want to put on Google Drive, you can upload them here, which means put them on your drive. So you have lots of buttons on the side, but let's go back to My Drive, which is the main page you're going to be looking at. Let's remember, here you're going to be using mostly this button, and sometimes this button. The rest you won't really be using. You can tap here if you want all your documents to just be listed, but you can also tap there again and it'll give you how it's arranged now on this page in boxes and folders. Okay, so you can see here at the top I have my folders, and down here I have my files. So files go into folders. It's just like when you have a folder like this. This is my folder, and inside are my files. That's what that is. You have folders, and inside your folder are your files. Okay, so what you're going to do now is, yours is empty right now because you have no folders or files that you've created on your drive so far. So see this plus button? That means create a new document. So when you tap on that plus button, I'm going to show you here. It's going to have your different options. So tap on the plus button. You can create a document, a spreadsheet, a new folder, upload a document, or use the camera to take pictures, because you can store pictures on this drive. So what you're going to do first is click on New Document. Now I'm going to work from my laptop here because it's going to look the same. So when you click on your, this is my laptop view of my drive. Same thing you're doing, but it's on my laptop. So this create button is the same as your plus button. So if I tap create, the same thing's going to happen for you, except it's only going to have document, spreadsheet, or new folder. Then you can either upload or use a camera. So what I want you to do is create a document. So you see this right here? You're going to create, or use your plus button and click New Document. Now this might look familiar to some of you, where you type. But number one thing to always do, rename your document. Do not leave your document saying untitled document. So you're going to tap rename document here, and whatever it is you're going to do. So right now you're doing research for library project, and then put your grade there. Let's say I'm in grade 5. Okay. And then I'm going to tap OK. Now you see how it changed right here, the title? Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Okay, so at the top of yours, it's going to look a little different from this, but it's just going to say fonts, which are all these fonts that were different ways you can write. Please always use Times New Roman right here, or Arial. So I use Arial, and then you can decide, you have this part, bold, this right here, italics, which makes your word slanted, underline, which underlines your word, and then over here you have, then next to it you have justification, so you can either make the words go in a line. So let me show you. So I'm gonna type my name here. Oops, let's spell it right. How about that? Okay, I'm gonna highlight it, and I can either bold it, so see how it becomes bigger, italicize it, so it slants, underline it, so it underlines. Then I can decide if I want it to be on this side of the page, the middle of the page. That's called justification. The right of the page. I can decide if I want numbers, like I want it to be numbered. Number 1, my name. If I want bullets, you have that option. Then you have whether or not you want to indent. So that's when you want it to go, you want it to go back. Okay, so I'm going to take all that off. And all I have to do is re-click it and it turns off. Okay, I just typed my name. Now on the right side, you're going to see a little box that looks like this. This is called a comment. So let's say we're typing and, you know, we're doing our project and I'm saying, oh, Pizarro, or I'm typing about, I went to the store and it was fun. I didn't get the things I wanted. You see how I spelled wanted wrong and it's underlined? Now, you can comment on someone else's or on your own and just click right here, this box, comment. And do you see how over here it opens up? And I can comment on it. So you spelled wanted incorrectly. And I comment on it, and there it is. Do you see how I highlighted the word and then I clicked comment, this box right here? So you can click there and then it'll bring up the comment I made. So that's what that button is for. So you can type in everything you want. Now here's the thing, when you're done, there's a blue check at the top of your box. A blue check. Tap on that and then the X. So the blue check and then the X, and it'll close it. So when I do that, I go back to this drive or to this page, that looks like this, and the next thing I know, what I just created will be here, and it'll say research or whatever you named it under files. Okay, so let's just start there. Let's take it step by step, and you try and create a form to put all your research on. You can cut and paste items to there from places you find on the internet. You can link it. There's lots of things you can do. But right now we're just going to try and create a document and then cut and paste things that you found interesting that you want to use in your research on this document. Let us know if you have any questions.